I'm Adam Dello. Oh. Testing, testing. This is my average speaking voice. I watched a little bit of the last game, and I saw the Kassadin and the Jarvan and the Nasus all wrecking serious havoc. Definitely going to be a good idea to ban those guys this game. Elise, has that been a traditional, like, first game was that a thing? And a Mumu, so that's also a absolutely nobody likes the Curse of the Sad Mummy. That's the sad truth. Ooh, Blitzcrank. We can see some serious fishing going on bottom lane. Have you ever tried the 3v3 fishing team? So and your beautiful casters are providing.
I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this. I muted my mic in 2 ways. So I muted it on Skype, I muted it on the headset, and I muted it on OBS. So once again, let's start that all over. So coming back to you again, I did that so well too. I did that so well.
Have you guys been hearing me?
Yeah, they've only been hearing you. So I did that so well. Yeah, that is 3 ways. That is 3 ways. I found out the third while I was calling them out. But okay, so let's start at the top once again. This is the 3rd game in the best of 3 between Kingwood and Fullerton. This time we're gonna have Fullerton on the blue side returning to where they were normally, and then on the right side we have Kingwood playing on purple team this time. And the series has been 1-1. It's been really great, really almost even games until we get to the late game, and then they really kind of fall apart. But yeah, I was doing a plug too. So thanks everybody for checking us out. This is the High School Star League. Thanks for that. Forgive me for that fumble. And this is the 3rd round. I know I can't change the title. I'm not that. So I'm plugging the High School Star League. You should check them out. You should also check out the brackets are being posted right there. Hopefully those don't get deleted because of links, but cool. So the high school Star League is actually kind of like a baby to the Collegiate Star League. I don't know if they're actually going to become involved with each other, because they both started with StarCraft and then they moved on. So
I wouldn't. High schoolers are noobs.
Well, we've actually been seeing some great level play here today, so I don't know about that one. So
I'm actually the noob here, you guys.
Oh.
Reached level 30 a couple of months ago.
Oh wow.
I don't play enough. Honestly, I sit here and I cast, and that's how I learn the game.
Aw.
I don't like playing games, honestly. I watch more Let's Plays on YouTube than I actually play games. I don't know, I'm weird like that. Oh, looks like we're gonna see some Shaco action. Prepare your anus, fellow jungler. Never mind. Looks like we're still cycling. Ooh, please be Nocturne.
Yeah. So, well,
actually, I'd like to see an Evelyn. Those are always fun.
Yeah, I apologize about that. That was my first break of the day, you guys. So I wasn't keeping track of everything. And thank you so much, Adam Dello, for stepping in. Some guy got a little tired, so he had to step out. He has been casting for multiple hours at this point. I believe it's been 4, and it's been back-to-back with pretty much no breaks. So that was my first break as well. So I'm glad to have you on board with me.
Well, Zirene, that's why caffeine was invented. Anyway, so Lulu, we're going to see some Squirtle action going on. And we also have the Shen This should be a lot of fun. I'm seeing a lot of good team synergy on this whole left side here. We have two people you might want to consider tanks, depending on how this Cho's going to go. Yep, Squirrel Action 2013. I actually created a Squirrel champion not too long ago, whose primary abilities he didn't have mana. He instead dug off nuts as one of his abilities, or it was his passive. If he's in the brush, he will rapidly gain nuts to be used as his abilities.
Wow, nut ammo.
Yep, nut ammo.
Does he store them in his cheeks, and his cheeks get bigger over
time?
time?
It was called Puffy Cheeks, the passive. And then your alt was basically a Teemo Shroom, but it was a ward. And whenever, looks like we have the final teams. Basically, once the you'd place it down, and the timer on it would go down. And once it was fully done, you could go back and you could actually dig up the nuts. Yes, I am still talking about my fake champ. Deal with it. And you'd get like special powers from using the dug up nuts.
All right, well, I love that, but let's talk about some real champions in these picks that we see coming out right now, because these are picks we haven't seen in the past. We have No Stop Don't onto Orianna, which he actually hasn't played. He played Lissandra the first game, and then he swapped over to a Twisted Fate, which didn't work out for him. So he's been playing really roam-heavy champions, and this looks like it's going to be a lane push champion. So I'm not sure. It looks like, excitedly also, Kennen wasn't banned, but he didn't pick Kennen up again. So I'm not sure about this. This looks like
I'm confused with the whole Rise Morgana dealio going on there.
Well, Rise is going to be top.
Okay.
Top Rise has been a thing that emerged from Korea. They really favor. He's one of the top laners over there. And
crazy Koreans.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Top lane is all about farming and really just. Mid is about roaming and having map pressure. Bottom is about farming, keeping dragon control, and top is about getting that CS or being in a 2v1 situation and flourishing there, or at least being able to stay ahead of the other top laner who's in a less favorable 2v1 situation. So Rise actually is a mage. He does fairly well in 2v1s. He isn't very great at it, and he kind of gets shoved out of lane. But if you take that turret and then he gets to farm all day, he ends up having this huge power spike late game, and he's really difficult to deal with later on. So,
yeah, well, I'm gonna take a look here at the bottom lane. So we're gonna see Caitlyn and Misfortune heading it off with their supports, Janna and Lulu. Now, from a CC standpoint, looks like Purple Team definitely has something of an advantage with both Typhoon and that crazy tornado thing. Pardon me, I'm still learning ability names. I have a champion of the day that I'm working on.
The tornado is called Howling Gale?
Gale, yep, there we go. And Monsoon, not Typhoon.
Yes.
Um,
That's okay.
and then
somebody needs a name. Somebody needs to name one of their abilities Typhoon. Typhoon just... Oh. I thought
the difference of like a wind thing versus a water thing.
I think a typhoon becomes a monsoon when water's injected into it. I'm not sure.
Possibly.
I didn't major in this.
I could learn something today.
Oh, you learn something new every day. So this will be your thing for the day, and then you can shut down and not learn anything else. That's fine. Just one thing a day. That's it. That's all you're allowed.
Yep. And then we're also going to see the is it Whimsy? Yep. Whimsy is going to be the other ridiculous CC that's we're going to see bottom lane.
Yeah, Whimsy is actually quite tricky because I believe you can't smite while you're whimsied. I believe it's a silence / suppression kind of. So, but you can move. So
yeah.
You can't actually smite during Whimsy, and I learned that the hard way as a jungler. So if they contest Baron, which they most likely will because they have a Cho'Gath, and Cho'Gath's Feast does 1,000 true damage plus a certain ratio of his AP to monsters. So he'll be able to smite and also consume that.
He couldn't use either of his smites on Baron. Wow.
Yeah, but he has Lulu on his side, so he's fine there. So they would be looking to contest that and then actually be using Whimsy onto the Nautilus and stopping him from smite stealing it, even though he would have a bad chance of smite stealing it anyway because of the Cho'Gath. So, it's really we haven't seen a lot of Baron contests between these two teams at all. None of them have really tried to step up and get the other team in the Baron pit or take vision away. So
a Lux Baron contest is always my favorite. just seeing her come over with the final spark, like from like half map, and be like, pew, and then suddenly, blue team takes Baron, and everyone on the purple team is like face palming, and like you can hear it through your headset. You can hear the face palms of the opposite team, and it's something phenomenal whenever a Lux lands that Baron steal. Holy crap! Are the logos thing, and is that like a new thing here?
The logos?
Yeah.
Obviously, you haven't been playing, like you said. Yeah, they made it so that the logos show up in Champion Select, and there's in the loading screen, and there's no longer a bar or ping that is displayed. You instead just get a %, and you get to see these little logo things. So,
well, at least people won't like rape me for having bad ping anymore.
Yeah, people
They're
won't be
like,
mad at you for that.
Oh, top has bad ping.
Gank
I'm
him.
gonna take his lane.
Yeah. So I think they actually did that to sell more of the Spirit Guard Udyr, because he comes with 4 icons, and also for the supporting your team in the LCS, whether it's NA or EU. So those have the icons as well. So I think it was maybe a little scheme to help sell a little more of those. But Riot, please take my money. I bought him anyway.
You bought Spirit Udyr?
I bought Spirit Guard Udyr. Funny story, actually. I bought him, and then I sold him. I refunded him.
Not worth.
I bought him. I played him for like 2 games, and then I was like, okay, everybody's playing Udyr. I'm a jungler. He's not a very great champion anyway. Like he's decent, but he doesn't have the other thing that
turtle mode.
I don't know. I still don't feel like he's on par with other junglers. I mean, like he's very niche. He's very niche. If they have anything that disengages, if they have an Ashe, they have a Zyra, they have a Ryze, anything that's got that, your bear is basically null, and you just look silly at that point. He doesn't have a hard engage. He has to run at you, and that's much harder to get. So
very true.
So once again, coming out this game, it's going to be Fullerton on the blue team against Kingwood on the purple team. This is going to be the final match in this best of 3. Each team is 1 win up against the other. So looks like we're having some pressure early game, so I can actually finish what I was saying. Thank you for joining us. This is the High School Star League. I'm Zirene. With me, I have
Adam Dello
as my co-caster for this game, and I think we'll be having more games after this one as well. It's just been a game-filled day, and thank you for sticking with us as well.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Can you stick around?
Yeah, I can totally stick around.
All right, cool, because I have been doing this since 5, and I will be doing it until
nothing better to do
until I drop dead, so thank you for joining me. On such short notice, too.
Volume here. There we go.
So, thank you for following us on the HSL today. Thank you. Go ahead and check out their page after the game. Don't do it right now. Watch this. So, they have a lot of great stuff there. You can check them out. They have registration if you are a high school player and have a high school team. You can get registered in this nationwide tournament. It's a nationwide tournament, and the prize pool hasn't been announced yet, but it will be something worth fighting for. And definitely, since there are 32 teams involved, the more support we get, the bigger it's going to be. So go ahead and follow their Twitter, follow them on Twitch, like them on Facebook, and check out their website and give them the support. There's also a suggestion box down below. We know about overlays and things like that. This is the preseason, I guess. It's like the season 0 games for us. So we know about overlays, we know about production value. So if you have any suggestions about how to run things or things like that, go ahead. There's a box down bottom. Or complaints if you think something's run poorly, or if you think absolutely hate me. I won't see them, I don't think, so.
This Adam guy talks about nothing but whatever he wants to talk about. I hate him.
Oh, well, yeah. Adam is not affiliated with the High School Star League, unfortunately, except for just by proximity by being around me right now. He hasn't been taken on, but he is my co-caster for right now. Some guy had to step out. So, big shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for stepping up.
Woo!
Woo!
All right. So it looks like Bottom's doing a great job of sitting there and popping minions in the face. Top is doing something similar, but with magic and swords. Honestly, welcome to early game where nothing happens and the creep score doesn't matter.
That's right. The creep score doesn't matter. It's like a refrigerator at my house.
Well, anyway.
Because I eat all the food and I'm fat.
Both bottom lane teams are kind of the passive guys, so we're gonna see some poking going on. But that's honestly gonna be it. I don't expect to see any hard engages going on until maybe 10 minutes, like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, somewhere in that
So did
2
we
minute.
did we just turn this
2 minute
into
ballpark.
whose line is it anyway, or whose lol is it anyway?
Ha!
So
That's kind of how I cast.
okay,
I mean,
so I think at one point we're going to be doing scenes from a hat, and it's going to be what lane, what what don't you want to see when you go to ward?
Garen.
Oh, right now it looks like you don't want to see a Cho'Gath popping up onto that Morgana, but nope, she black shields and the rupture misses anyway. So Doom Thief gonna just continue on in his jungle.
Black shield is just my favorite shield in the game. Black is my favorite color, as it's the.
Black's your favorite color, huh? Well, I think you're really gonna like Caitlyn's name.
Nigga, please. I'm also.
You get to say that now.
Yeah.
It's not racist. He's white, but he gets to say it.
My sister's half black, if that counts.
No, it doesn't count, but good
Yeah,
try.
being adopted.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Oh wow. So
Just not much going on. Like this is the farming time where I get to make jokes.
so if I ever get mad at you, can I just yell at you and say you're adopted?
Yeah.
Oh.
Except like I consider that to be a good thing. I don't know.
A good? Okay, okay. It looks like we're going to have Nautilus coming up top. He did see Cho'Gath up there, so he's just coming to counter this gank that's up there.
And, Cho's shitting his pants, and looks like we're just going to leave. Up. Bad jungler. Let your laner take the hit for you. No. Mid lane, bottom lane, we're talking about farming. And looks like purple's getting shoved out of lane a wee bit. Nothing too serious though. I mean, we got heals. That's what they're for. Janna has a heal, right?
No,
Going
Janna does not have a healed.
Oh.
Her only heal is her Monsoon, her ultimate, and it heals over time. She only has a shield,
right.
which is my favorite shield in the game because it gives AD and it's amazing. But Black Shield is right up there as in my second place as my second favorite shield because it is just so beefy.
Nami's shield is pretty good. I meant her Empower. Shoot, that's not a shield.
Nami doesn't have a shield. What are you smoking?
That's not a shield, Adam.
Not only are you adopted by your parents, you're adopted into the league. Learn. No. Oh, did that hit the spot? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So we have ganks. They're happening. We got some ganks mid lane.
Speaking about hitting the spot, we have two misses. Both the Dark Binding and the Dredge line both miss. So
I'm doing the thing where I move my hand across the top of my head in the pattern.
oh, cause
to indicate missing.
oh, okay. I thought
This
the
is-
ability names were going over your head.
No, this is why I really wish I could get like almost like a green screen to do my casting.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I could really work that.
And we have a webcam of you, like in the bottom right or something.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get.
I
I don't
like
know.
minimize the screen, make the screen smaller, and me in front of the screen.
Oh, you just a really big superimposed onto it. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think you'd scare away the viewers.
I don't know.
I don't think they signed up for that. Are you a large-chested woman? Because then you would bring the viewers.
You got a good point.
That should go. Somebody needs to make a suggestion in the suggestion box that we need large-chested women on stream. That's what we need in this tournament.
Like
Somebody do that right now, please. Thank you. And we're gonna have like 200 of those. I sent you. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm thinking that chick from
Good luck,
from Wheel
admins.
of Fortune, that sort of thing.
Oh.
And then we gank down bottom, and then she does the little hand gesture.
and if they win this tournament, they win a new car.
Yeah, there you go.
Let it be noted that they don't actually win a car if they win this tournament.
Yeah, false advertisement.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's still advertisement, but it's not real.
Yeah. It's false, yeah. And so it looks like first blue buffs are actually being handed off to the respective mid laners. Orianna from No Stop Don't is going to pick that up. And I'm going to take this moment. You have been so entertaining for me. I'm actually haven't been doing my job. I'm going to line everybody up right now. By lane.
Go for it.
And it's done. It's done. I'm done.
Oh,
All right.
okay. Well, basically Cho was screaming at someone top lane, and that's all we really missed.
Bummed I missed that.
Yeah, it's not the most interesting thing in the world.
Yeah, but despite the early game, there is a 700 gold advantage in the favor of Kingwood on the purple side right now. So it looks like Fullerton isn't CSing very well, which is kind of reminiscent of Game 2. Because in Game 1, they were CSing very well.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is early game, and we're getting a late early game, so not mid-game, but late early game.
And you said the CS doesn't matter, but the CS is anything but insignificant. The CS really does matter this early. If you can out-CS somebody, that means you go back with more gold, and you have more potions, more wards, more lane control, and even 3 CS means you come back with a pink ward instead of a green ward, and then you open that lane up to ganks and a possible 300 gold into your pocket. So, looks like, as I say that, a pink ward does go down into the... There's a pink ward down in the tri-bush for blue team. So
oh yeah, Lulu came over there and was ward farming. I believe she got one too. So whenever you pick up a ward, that not only I think you make a little bit of a profit. Ooh. So it looks like Cho is hunting down. Gets trapped.
So we actually saw the Orianna ultimate come out. The command Shockwave missed Voodoo Llama. So no stop don't. Maybe not as comfortable on that character, but we have been seeing whiffed Orianna ultimates all day.
The whips.
But he did get a flash out of him though.
Jungle altercation? No.
Nope. Looks like
nope.
Nope. So
I don't want nothing to do with that.
But looks like Nahus is gonna come middle though.
Well, Cho did ping in her defense. Oh yay, Shen, pulling out that annoying move that nobody likes.
And are you sorry, are we solidifying this? Are you doing play-by-play?
I was thinking so.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Yep, well, it looks like everything's going back to normal-ish as far as stuff is concerned. Oop, looks like we have an engage onto Morgana here. She's going to think about chasing it, and the turret has discouraged her. Ooh, here comes Ryze for the beatdown. Nautilus with the final kill there. Excellent shot with his dredge line. Couldn't have asked for a better shot. Ryze says the right way to TP as he comes in behind the rest of the team.
Well, yeah,
almost making fun of Shen there.
See, no stop don't went too far in there. He knew that the stand united wasn't up from Shen. I'm sorry, that's his own teammate. Blech. He knew it wasn't available, so he wasn't actually going to have a follow-up or anybody teleport onto him. But oh, down bottom we have a flank coming out.
Looks like this is gonna come out for blue team. The bullet time barely coming out. I think Caitlyn tried for her ultimate there, and barely. Looks like Misfortune gets away with barely anything. Looks to me like here comes Cho, trying to omnom his way to the top, at least hold pressure on the lane. Interrupts the recall there.
And so what happened there back in mid lane before people interrupted me with their attacking each other? I was trying to inform people that that Orianna had overextended, which allowed Ryze to come down Swagger Badger with the teleport into the mid lane and pick that up. But now that we had that other fight happen down bottom, Nigga Please OP was looking for that ultimate ace in the hole onto Janna, but Pont was actually just a little too far away, and then Mr. Beans jumped in front of him, totally Secret Service that, and the First Lady was fine. So, yeah, Pont, just sigh of relief, and that's when the ADC becomes the support for the support.
I always imagine the that one song from that really sad dog shelter commercial, and whenever someone does that, that's what goes through my mind. I imagine the sad puppies crying as someone dives in the way to protect their AD carry's life.
I actually
And
haven't seen that commercial.
Shoot. No, that's a male enhancement commercial.
Whoa! What kind of song do they have there?
I can't remember. I can't remember what it's called.
Wow. Okay.
Oh well. Ping is coming to the bottom. Looks like we're gonna see a gank coming here from Nautilus.
I would say that our audience is mostly high schoolers, but we do have a nigga please here. So
Chucking the dredge line, gang bang onto Lulu here. She goes big. She's gonna get away with a little bit. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. It looks like Cho's considering coming down to help alleviate any pressure left on Caitlyn here. Whereas Nautilus is still, I believe he's leaving, possibly going mid. Oriana's heading top. I think she was just warding. She wants to know if no, she wasn't warding. Never mind. That's right. These are high schoolers. They don't ward other people's lanes.
they do a lot more than you would think they would, though.
Yeah.
So, but there is a 2K gold advantage in the favor of Kingwood.
These games. I have not watched enough of the games to judge.
Or I guess a
we have a
1.3
dragon
game.
attempt. As of yet, nobody knows about it.
Yeah, they have no idea that this is going on. They might have some an itching suspicion, but it's going to put them 2K gold up, and that is Kingwood on the purple side taking that dragon. That is the first dragon of the game and the first dragon for that team.
Well, they also have the first kill, so
yeah, so
they're quite a bit of a high point here for purple.
Well, hopefully it just keeps going for them if that's what they want. I assume they want to win this, so.
Really? You want to win?
I think they would want to. I mean, that's just me though. I mean,
all right.
If I was them, I'd want to win. So.
Everything's reverting back to normal. Looks like Rise is heading on to the turret here. Shogath just passed by the dragon, realizing, oh shit, man, we probably should have warded that.
That and the fact that it's pink warded means even if you did, it probably wouldn't have mattered, but they could have responded to it.
Looks like they did add a ward there. Yep, Janna's going down just to take care of that ward.
Which means that she's not going to be in lane, so if they actually put pressure onto the turret and MF right now, they could get some turret damage or possibly poke her out of the lane, but it doesn't look like they're going to be doing that.
No, they don't know about it enough.
And Dig, Lon Lulu has a pink ward himself and says, I can do that. I can play that game. There, it's gone.
Oh.
And it's gone. So, Nigga Please getting a lot of turret damage down here. That turret is at sub 50% HP. So, it's actually quite good. Caitlyn is very good at pushing turrets.
Oh yeah, I mean when you have the Piltover Peacemaker to just annihilate minions like she just did this instant, you can really start farming. And actually that's kind of my weakness whenever I play Caitlyn. I do a lot of that early game, and then my support's like, hey bro, we should totally engage, and I'm like, no mana. I use it too much.
But up top, speaking about engagements,
looks like the scream went for no good reason. Cho'Gath is just walking around yelling at people at this point. Some teleport action going
bottom.
top. Oh, engaged bottom lane. We have 3v3, maybe 4. I can't count. Wow, a lot of stuff going down. Lulu getting caught in the back. Dredge line back. They're gonna go fishing for little fairies, and that's gonna be to purple team. I believe they're gonna be able to take down this tower here. Oh yeah, 4 people versus 1 poor Shen. And here comes Cho'Gath with the scream. Dredge line following up with the Riptide, Riptide, something along those lines.
the Ripple. The Ripple.
Is it Ripple?
It's Riptide. You add it.
Riptide.
I just like that you called it Ripple.
I thought Ripple seemed a little too nice for it.
A little too girly for the Nautilus.
Targeting the Oriana. They want blood. I believe they're going to start focusing on the mid tower now that they have blue team all up and worried since they just took down a tower.
Yeah, and down bottom, that was actually a great play by them. The Stand United did come out from Excitedly on his Shen, but there was an immediate counter by Swagger Badger. He saw that. He's like, oh, he's leaving. I'm going to teleport down there and follow him. So Excitedly...
Swagger Badger?
Yeah, Swagger Badger on the rise.
These are high schoolers. Oh, my God. At least it's not swag. I'll give him that.
Yeah. But he's doing a great job following that. His rise is looking really scary. 40 CS ahead of his lane opponent. And also finishing that Rod of Ages and picking up the tier. So he's just charging himself up for late game already. 18 minutes into this game. They are looking to close this out and looking to just get that late game rise snowballing.
There goes the turret, bottom lane. As of course is tradition, we always see the retaliation happen soon after one turret goes down. They go back down to the lane and try and figure out what went wrong and end up taking a turret in response.
Yep.
I see that happen more often than I don't, where someone comes through and decides to seek revenge after a turret's fallen.
Yeah, and the reason that happens is because after you take a turret, you usually B. So I push your turret, and then I'm like, well, I just have 150 gold I didn't have a second ago, plus all the minions I just killed. Let's go B. And then you B as the other lane is coming back, and then they end up taking your turret in response. So that's usually the teeter-totter we see there.
All right, looks like everyone is heading back to, well, not really. Everyone's just kind of meandering about. Seeing pings from blue to come defend the mid turret. I think that's what the next objective is, because top laners, as you said pre-game, they're just there to farm, and so it looks like mid turret is gonna be the next big objective. Where are all these pings going? We have dragon pings, so it looks like these guys might have dragon timers up, possibly.
And Swagger Badger doesn't have his teleport available yet, but Excitedly has both his Stand United and his teleport available for this. So if they do decide to contest that dragon, they'll be in a better situation because they can make it a 5v4 with the help of Excitedly's Shen. And also, I believe Swagger Badger has no way of interrupting the Stand United. The Rune Prison it just roots, it doesn't stun, so he won't be able to actually stop the teleport or the Stand United. But they're going to double push this with Cho'Gath.
Yeah, well, we're seeing, I saw a purple ping to come help out at the Dragon Pit as it just respawned.
Oh, wow, in middle.
Ooh. In the middle, we see some serious action going down. Wow, just bullet time. Wow, just going everywhere. It looks like Orion's just gonna barely escape. Lulu is also gonna get out of here, and it looks like Shen is coming in at the... What? Was that Shen?
That was Shen coming with teleport, but actually canceling it, saying, you know what, let's just take Swagger Badger on. So Doom Thief is here. Doom Thief doesn't have his feast. He used it on him actually earlier, so he's not going to be able to finish him with it, but Swagger Badger 2v1ing that situation with Doom Thief having low mana. So, wow, that was, like you just said during that team fight, wow. I mean,
there was just so many spells, I couldn't even begin. I'm like, what's even happening?
That comes with time, spell ability names, and just throwing them out instead of all of that. So that's just something that, you know, happens. So, you know, eventually you'll be on top of that, and you'll just be so quick at that. So
all right, here's the second clueless dragon for the game. I say that because we're still seeing no wards from blue. I believe they did put one there, but it had just expired.
That or it was taken because of the pink. I'm not sure which of the two happened. I was actually looking at my notes here. So Kingwood taking their second dragon of the game, solidifying their lead at 5k, and looks like they're doing a really great job here because they have champions that are really scary to have gold on. They have that Rise. They have that Morgana. Morgana's very scary. Almost like a Kennen, sort of, with their stun. But she just has so much AoE damage, but it's on a high cooldown, so it's hard to really make use of Morgana unless you make her beefy. So that's what they're aiming to do right now, is to get her some sustainability. She has that Rod of Ages, and it looks like she's building a Zonia's next. So,
and doesn't she naturally have a little bit of spell vamp?
Yeah, her passive is spell vamp, yes.
Yep. All right, the purple ping going for the mid turret. Looks like they're going to go balls to the wall trying to get this turret down, as there's too much stuff going on otherwise.
It looks like balls aren't quite at the wall just yet. So
Not yet.
they're just gonna wave clear that, and
They're
apparently
grouping up to do it though.
let the other team regroup. I'm not sure why, but Swagger Badger going to have his teleport available, and excitedly is going to have his Stand United, and this is a really sticky situation for Kingwood. I mean for Fullerton, sorry. Excitedly is behind Swagger Badger, but if Swagger Badger teleports, Excitedly can Shadow Dash interrupt it, and then use Stand United himself.
Oh.
But if Excitedly uses his Stand United first, Swagger Badger can duel him, do some damage to him while he's teleporting, and then teleport as well. So
Next week on Teleport Wars, we're gonna see Nocturne and Twisted Fate face off. But for now, looks like we're gonna see some sort of an engage coming on in the next 10-ish seconds here mid lane.
Excitedly taken very low, and the ultimate's blown by Swagger Badger. He's trying to kill Excitedly underneath the turret, or at least force him to back so he can get this turret for free. He's going to do exactly that. Swagger Badger taking this up. Excitedly can't do anything about it. He's too low.
Free turrets OP. Now we have a 4v4 situation going on in middle lane. Caitlyn is in the wrong place right now. It looks like she's working her way around. Looks like they're just stalling right now.
Yeah, it looks like
Shen
it.
has to go take care of his top lane.
Yeah, Shen did buy that.
This gives Ryze the opportunity to come mid.
Yeah, Ryze is very deadly right now. Almost 200 CS at the 24-minute mark, along with 1 kill and 2 assists. He is in very great shape right now, but he doesn't have the super late game items yet, but he's still very, very strong with all of that mana coming his way from the Tear, the Glacial Shroud, and the Rod of Ages. So he's looking to do a lot of damage here.
Blue team just left their turret unguarded. Well, unguarded except for Lulu, but
well, that is the
we
last
all know
person
that's still unguarded.
That's not a good idea. That's pretty much unguarded. So Swagger Badger blowing his ultimate, only using it to kill the Canyon minion, and it looks like they might engage on this. That turret is very low, but they are still strong. He does land a Dark Binding.
Ooh. I think this turret's gonna bite the dust.
I think
any second now.
In one more wave, it's about to keel over.
Oh, Ryze get caught in the middle of a shitstorm, followed by, I can't even tell right now, it looks like Morgana got caught in there too. Janna, wow, there we go. Now, Nautilus just gonna fish his way to safety.
And that's what they needed. They needed to catch 2 people like that. That was really good for Fullerton right there. Now they can answer for turrets.
And here comes the fishing line. And no turret hits due to that. Have you seen the... this just reminded me of the Troll Blitzcrank.
Yes, I have.
videos?
Yes, I have. That's with the Alistar Blitz combo, correct?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I have seen those.
We're gonna see this turret fall here uncontested. Purple team had nothing they could do about it. They could not say anything about it. Now it looks like top lane should be the next objective. I don't have my personal dragon timer up, but I would think my gut is telling me dragon's gonna spawn soon.
I don't really have my gut telling me that, but I think that might be the case. I think the dragon is pretty soon. The pink ward did expire, so it's been at least 3 minutes. And dragon has a 6-minute timer, so it'll be up in the next 3 minutes or so.
Here goes the mid turret.
Oh, they get that turret. Yep.
As you explained before, the turret phenomena, when you take down a turret, your opponents are going to take down your turret shortly after. Now, a good way to avoid that happening in your games is to follow up on your turret on your turret kill. When you get that turret down, keep pushing it up to the next turret. Push it up to the next turret, and then go back. Now that could leave you in a bit of a pickle if the jungler decides to come by. But if you have enough vision, you should be able to make it work.
Yeah, having a wave clear champion also hold that lane is very important. If you have a jungle Nasus, if you have an Orianna, if you have something along those lines that can really clear waves pretty quickly with little risk to themselves and putting themselves in a disadvantaged situation, disadvantageous situation, or however you want to say it. But looks like aside from that, there is the dragon up, so your gut was telling you correctly.
I told you, my gut's never wrong, except about a lot of things. Now, both teams have sight on the dragon, and it looks like there's going to be a skirmish coming down here sometime because both teams want this. As, of course, is tradition, top lane is nowhere to be seen. They're doing their own thing.
There's a lot of tradition in this game, I've noticed.
There is. So, I wonder who's going to get the balls to jump out there first. I think it's going to be Nautilus. We can all hope that it's going to be Nautilus, but you never know. There might be some brave 80 carry who decides to rough the charge. Oh, it was Janna. It was Janna.
It was Janna. And the teleport coming out from Excitedly, which I don't think is the right idea. Should have used it the other way around. You should have used Stand United to get onto one of his team members, and then maybe could Stand Unite back. I mean, sorry, could teleport back to the turret, because he's going to lose a turret for this. It's a tier 2 turret top.
Well, at least they got the dragon out of it, but I think they could have gotten. I think they could have definitely saved their top lane turret, had Shen not done what he just did.
Yeah,
I don't think he was really needed there.
Well, if he had used Stand United on a member of his team, and then he could teleport back to the lane, instead of having, because he used his teleport to a ward instead of using Stand United, which is a shorter cooldown anyway. So,
yeah,
not sure if it was the best choice of the best order to use his abilities, but the Stand United also would have been kind of like a signal to his team that they need to initiate. So they might have taken it the wrong way, I'm not sure, but they still pick up that dragon for themselves, and I believe that's Fullerton's first dragon of the game, whereas King took the previous 2.
Well, now they're only losing by a little bit less. So
I don't know if that's true, because they actually did lose a turret, so that's a lot of map pressure.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know.
What do we have left? We have 2 blue turrets left. That's what it looks like to me. External blue turrets, I should say.
Yeah, they have 2 tier 2 turrets left for the blue team, which is Fullerton, and they are. Ooh, they need to start doing something, because they are hitting that point with Ryze, where Ryze is just too much to deal with. Shen can't deal with him, and nobody else on their team could deal with him either. He's level 18, whereas if you look at the levels of the team of Fullerton, they are 14, 16, 17, 12, and 12, and Shen can't deal with that 1v1. They're going to need to pull 2 people top to deal with that Ryze who has teleport, or he's just going to split push.
12. I love how the supports are always the ones who get left out. I definitely think that that XP should definitely be changed a wee bit. Here comes the Rune Prison and the Wombo combo from Ryze, and soon followed by the rest of the team. Wow. Perfect monsoon or typhoon, however you want to say it, went down there. Wow. Shit is hitting the fan rather hard. There goes another 2, and looks like Shen is going to make his hightail it out of here.
I think you're making things up. I think you're making things up, man. I didn't even see a monsoon until after you had said it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could have sworn I saw one.
It might have been the Morgana ultimate and the Riptide.
Oh, could have been. Could have been.
But either way. Yeah, no, monsoon didn't hit until afterwards.
All right. Well, there goes the first inhibitor of the game. I've seen people come back from worse, but not very frequently. This is about the time when people come in to start taking all your jungle buffs to make it hard for you to level up.
Yeah, just depriving them of that experience really puts them behind, and then it makes you even stronger in team fights. Not only did you get 200 experience from doing the buff, they didn't get it. So you end up being 400 experience behind them.
Yep. Well, my gut is telling me again that this might be that we might see some thinking about Baron now that we have some super minions on the field. Never mind, the pings have told me otherwise.
The pings have told me there's something going on in that middle lane.
Yeah, looks like they all want to... I'm going to stop listening to the pings. They're just everywhere. Wow. All right. Well, so we see the retaliation coming middle lane from blue team, and unfortunately the AD carry is bottom lane doing her thing. Probably not the best thing when you're trying to perform a retaliation, as you are kind of the damage of the team. At least you're expected to be. My correction, marksman. If you haven't read that yet, this is going to be a tough adjustment for myself to make. And it's going to make AD bottom lane Yeez everywhere cringe a little bit.
And my Facebook's going crazy, so I will close it. Sorry about that. Ah!
All the noises.
Ah! But it looks like Oracle's coming out here for Pont, and he wants that vision, but excitedly actually getting quite tanky. He was able to take a combo from Ryze and not die. That's how tanky he is right now.
Oh, yeah.
This Ryze is so scary right now. Has the blue buff, on top of the fact that he probably already has 20, 30%. If he brought Masteries, he has 40% CDR, even without the blue buff. He's just bringing that blue to the table for fun.
Oh, look out, guys. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Where's Admiral Akbar when you need him? So, looks
One
like
guy slips up here, the whole team's going to jump in after him.
I was
You just
talking
know
about
that's how it
Barons.
works.
I was talking that nobody's done the Baron bait yet, and we're seeing a little bit of it now, but oh!
Lulu gets caught with the dredge line and gangbanged right afterwards. She did not stand a chance there. Looks like they're going to focus for the top lane. Try and get this turret followed by inhibitor down. This is probably the best idea because the minions are closer and you have a little bit of minion cover. Another shitstorm going on. Doom Thief is trapped up against his own turret, right in the middle of the bullet time. Caitlyn getting caught in melee range of everybody, but able to pick up Morgana. Piltover Peacemaker gets picked up by the dredge line, and trying to beat up Ryze, nails it, kills Ryze, gets killed, and looks like, Misfortune and Jan are the only ones left alive. Handling this top lane, gets pile driver by Shen here. Lulu's coming over, trying to make someone into a squirrel, but she can't run fast enough. Fantastic team fights everywhere. Looks to me like that's three for three. Good, pretty much good choices, I would say. Unfortunately, the tank survived. Not always the guy that you want to survive. Although Shen is a great tank and someone who you definitely wouldn't mind seeing last throughout the team fight.
Yeah, the thing is late game, the person you want to stay alive is your ADC or your AP, because AP's wave clear, so they can protect your base more effectively, and your ADC can push turrets. So if everybody's dead but the ADC, then they can still push a turret. They can still answer for things. Whereas if it's just Shen up, you're just going to have a very slow time pushing waves and very slow time actually killing turrets. So yeah, they did lose a middle inhibitor there. So Fullerton's back is up against the wall now on the blue side, and Kingwood is in the driver's seat. They are 10k gold ahead on the purple team, so they look like they want to secure another dragon right now.
It's about that time, guys. It's dragon time. And not only that, it's uncontested dragon time. Actually, it's pause time.
And it's pause time, so...
As, of course, is tradition with tournament games, they do this pausing thing almost all the time. I think I've had, like, what was it? A game that had, like, 5 or 6 pauses in it. Drove me absolutely batshit crazy. All right, looks like everyone's back. Here we go. So the retaliation in mid lane, Ryze coming to deal with everyone else's shit. I think Ryze is gonna just hold on to that middle lane while the rest of them go dragon. That could be a good idea. I can see that working.
Yeah, I could see that working too, but actually Ryze is gonna pick up and look at dealing a lot of damage to Shen there.
Oh yeah. Does he deal any percent-based damage, or is it all just kind of like bad numbers?
Who? Ryze?
Yeah, Ryze.
Ryze does no % HP damage.
I didn't think so.
It's all just flat damage plus AP ratios on top of the fact that he gets bonus damage for having more mana. So you stack mana on him. And I believe he's one of the only champions. I think he is the only champion that actually that has mana ratios for damage.
Not for well, for damage, yes, but
oh, and the Shadow Dash coming across,
jumping on top of everybody. Morgana is in the middle of that. Ooh, does not. Ooh, there goes Rise. We could see a comeback, possibly. I'm not hoping for much, but then again, the Misfortune, the AD carry, was nowhere to be seen during that team fight. Neither was Janna to help out a wee bit. That was kind of a 2v5 scenario.
But no, that was really good. That was really good for Fullerton. They needed that pickup there. They needed to get those 2 kills so that they can start pushing and start making this game more in their favor, because they are down 9k gold and they want this turret. But oh, that Sunfire Cape's going to pull some turret aggro there.
Watch out, Joe.
He's getting chased down. That is a red buff Mr. Beans.
Oh, wow, that was a great shot with the dredge line. Oh, meanwhile, top lane. Looks like Caitlyn's doing her shit with to the turret here, seeing if we can get a little bit extra gold for the team.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oop. Lulu in the wrong place at the wrong time, but Caitlyn's able to do something about it. Unfortunately, Misfortune ran forward without her support there to help out. It was kind of a bit of a trap.
Yeah, they both had double buffs there, I believe. So
there's the ping for Baron. All right. So let's see if anyone else wants to do Baron, or is it just me?
Oh, I don't know, but they changed it up to about, I believe this is a 7.5k gold difference, so it's not as bad as it used to be. But they do have that late game rise, but they've been catching him out. They've been getting Shadow Dashes onto Swagger Badger from Excitedly and focusing him down, but he's going to get tankier. He has that Frozen Heart. He has the Rod of Ages completed from a long time ago, so it's actually ramped up. And so he actually didn't opt to take the Merc Treads.
Watch out,
instead,
Rise. Watch out.
He ended up not taking the Merc Treads. He ended up taking the Sork Shoes instead, so he doesn't have the tenacity to get out of that Shadow Dash quicker or the Feral Scream Silence. So maybe not the best pickup on him, maybe going a little too aggressive, and that might actually affect him late game, because that's all that's going to take him out is that Shadow Dash, followed by maybe an Orianna ultimate on top of that. So
I'm telling you, focusing the correct opponents in a team fight, that's almost more important than having higher level champions. Because if you can take out the high priority targets, in this case it's going to be Rise #1, then you can maybe think about Misfortune, because he's that far ahead. Misfortune has 2 kills, Rise has 8, and oh, Misfortune hasn't died yet. Jesus. Perfect game, 2-0 and 8 so far. We'll see how that pans out for her.
Yeah, if she can keep that up, then that would definitely be
Shen also
definitely be a good thing. But Dragon is up, and so is Baron right now, so we might see some fights coming, but they do have that open inhibitor in the middle. So looks like they want to push that down. Shen is backing right now, so Excitedly is going to be in this fight, going to be able to help them out. So ooh, this is it. This is nail biting, because there are no more games left.
Engaged from the dredge line, and no one bit the hook.
Well, he did bite the hook, but Voodoo said, "Oh nope, toss it back, I don't want that."
It's a trap.
Put it back,
right.
Put it back.
Shen leading the charge gets stunned. Oh. Leading the charge again. Oh, wow! Swagger Badger goes down. So does Voodoo. Voodoo with a perfect use of the Zonias there. Oh, giant Caitlyn in the background. Show low on health. Oh, Shen in the middle of everything. Oh, perfect use of the ace in the hole. Gets a high priority target either way. Caitlyn nails the triple kill. And now for the chase down.
Nigga, please! Look at the plays!
And not gonna happen. That's too bad.
And what happened there, I think I'm a wizard right now, because that was exactly what I was talking about just happened. Excitedly got a single person Shadow Dash. He taunted only Rise, only Swagger Badger. And then the Orianna ult, the ball was on top of Excitedly, and oh, well, here comes Excitedly, just sprinting down the lane as I talk about him. The ball was on him, and then the Shockwave came on top of Rise, and they just nuked down Rise in that Shadow Dash. That was all they needed, and that was exactly what I thought, or I guess it said needed to happen for them. Oh, wow. So,
there goes Caitlyn.
so Nigga Please actually gets kind of, I don't know if that was,
Watch out, Rise.
I'm-
You just teleported into the enemy's everything.
and he's just
Ooh,
taking a
we're
lot of
kinda
damage.
feeling a lot of
He
damage.
doesn't have any magic resist is his problem. He doesn't have the Spirit Visage build that we see that's so popular in Korea, nor does he have Merc Tread, so he has no extra magic resist on top of his stats. He just has the Frozen Heart for defense and the HP from the Rod of Ages. But like I was saying with
welcome to
Caitlyn,
Season 3,
she got
no MR, all health. That's how you play.
she got like I was saying about Caitlyn, she got hit by the Dark Binding, which threaded through minions that had just been killed by the by Morgana's. Wow, I actually don't know the name of that ability. Tormented Soil. I didn't even have to look. I didn't have to look. Now I see it.
Cool.
There we go.
Cool.
Boom. Okay, so the Tormented Soil actually came out. So it killed the minions right as the Dark Binding was coming through. So it was really hard to see that coming. So Nigga Please got taken out there. Long death timer on him. But then Swagger Badger making kind of a misplay. And that might actually open
Here's
up the Baron.
Dragon.
The
And
Baron.
the team doesn't know, I don't think.
The Baron.
Oh, yeah, I'm in Baron.
Yeah, the Dragon
Purple
went
team
over.
took the Dragon.
Yeah, the
Uh-oh.
Dragon went over to the purple team. But now they're going to check this and they're like, oh, well, what are you doing here? And they get a taunt across again.
Oh. They're just starting to nail this pattern here. And looks like Shen is just sitting there doing his thing. That scared the crap out of the whole purple team. Like, whoa, where'd my health bar go? All right, Jumbo Cho and his best friend Bear going back to the mid lane. Looks like we're gonna see the counter pushes now. So as far as turrets go, we have 4 turrets from the blue team and 8 turrets on the purple team. Wow. The lead was huge, but every minute here they're just chucking away at that gold difference.
Adam.
And they're working better as a team now. I believe Rise just had the balls just kind of start going in everywhere. Ooh, bullet time just chunked everyone down there.
Yeah. Adam, I love you, but can I make a request?
What's your request?
Can I take play-by-play from you for the remainder of the game?
Sure.
Thank you. So, we'll just swap roles really quick. You can do analysis. It's pretty much the same thing, but I'll let you have that. So I'm just gonna do play-by-play for the remainder of the match. So,
Not a problem.
ah,
These team fights are getting kind of big for me.
oh, that's all right. No, I had, just an idea of where you were at. So now I know a little bit better. So it's not a problem at all. But Mr. Bean's just standing there right now. Okay, so there we go.
Well, it looks to me like the itemization is pretty good. Although we haven't seen I haven't seen enough wards out of the blue team. They're putting them down, but Lulu and I don't want to say Lulu because it should be everyone's job. No one's bothering to get the oracles, which apparently now persists death.
Yes, it does. But it has
Amazing feature.
1 minute less on its duration, and it has a shorter range now. But actually, when you buy it, you have a little circle around you, so you can see the range on it.
Oh, that's really nice. See, I haven't played a game for like a couple months. I'm bad. But like the items are all pretty good.
But you're only gonna get better. You're not gonna get worse. You only get worse if you don't play. So. We're actually going to have them push up this inhibitor right now, and we have a flash Shadow Dash coming across with the Orion on the Swagger Badger. He's a little kitty, but he's flashing away from that. He is going to be able to start getting some HP back. They didn't blow him down in the entire ult. And in the back line, we have Mr. Beans taking out the Lulu there. Voodoo, it was all over Nigga Please OP. And the double kill comes out from Swagger Badger because he survived that. He wasn't taken down completely in one Shadow Dash, so he popped his ultimate, and he was able to lifesteal back up. And Nigga Please OP is being pursued right now by Mr. Beans and the entire team because it was a 4-for-0 exchange in the favor of Kingwood. Wow.
I think this might be game.
It could possibly be game here. They were baroned up. Oh, and the Secret Service comes in once again. So, yeah, you're safe, Punt. The First Lady is safe. Tell the President he'll sleep well tonight. And Pont just showing her affection for that ace in the hole. Says, you know what, here's some healing. You can take that. Thank you so much.
Has been destroyed.
And they take 2 inhibitors, and are they going to back off of this? The death timers are at least for another 20 seconds on everybody except for Lulu. Not a very threatening player because he's on support. And it looks like Fullerton's going to get this game closed out on them. Looks like Kingwood going for those Nexus turrets. The ultimate comes across. Nicopolis does have a Guardian Angel, but they are going after that Nexus. They don't think they can stop them.
Lulu save it?
No,
Can Jumbo Lulu save it?
Lulu's not going to be able to save it, and it's a 48-minute game. Kingwood takes this with the second win of their best of 3 in the 3rd game. They lost the first one, but they came back in that second one and this game to close it out in a decisive victory. Well played by Kingwood in the HSL tournament. Wow, so they are going to be moving on to the next round, and that's going to put Fullerton into the losers bracket.
GGWP, guys.
Yeah, it was definitely well played by them.